Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. This is Skeleton Key Tarot and this is a tarot card reading for Aries. All Aries placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wherever you've got Aries in your chart or in your life, there's something in this message for you. And as always, cross watchers are welcome here too. So let's begin. Messages for Aries, please. What does Aries need to know? So first we get your underlying energies here, then we'll get the overall, we'll see what's at the bottom of the deck. And before we get into the cards, I do have a few things to mention to you. During my stream of consciousness meditation, I came up with a few things. There are a few things that came through that I need to say and talk about. So this may be relevant for you. It might resonate. It might not. That doesn't mean there's nothing in the cards for you today. It's just that these are the messages that wanted to come through for somebody who's watching this reading. So first of all, if you have Aries Venus and Aries placement in your chart or North Node, especially Venus, but this may also apply to Aries North Node. Somebody is very serious about coming towards you. They are taking some serious actions. They're making serious plans to come forward towards you in love. They love you. They have plans for the future. Okay, these are very good, solid, abundant plans for the future, to be together, to establish something together. Okay, but there's a decision that you need to make by yourself, for yourself, on your own. Some kind of independent decision that's on you. And you probably already know what it is. And that needed to come through for you. So yes, they are serious about you. Yes, they are coming forward towards you. There is so much love. And they are serious about their plans. Their new idea. They're very focused on you. They are paying a lot of attention to you. This is, this is somebody who's very serious. But that said, like I said, there's a decision that you need to make on your own, by yourself, for yourself. And I think it does relate to this relationship and the future that you have together. But there is there's an expectation that you will make this choice by yourself. Okay, so that said, let's move on. Let's get to your stream of consciousness messages here. We've got pay attention to how your body feels in general. All right. And when you're in the certain places or around certain people, your body is speaking to you, trying to tell you something. You may already know about this. You may already be good at this, paying attention to your body, but this is like a reminder, or maybe it's just for somebody who just needs a reminder, or, somebody who needs to hear this. Your body's trying to tell you something. This is valuable information, valuable feedback about your environment or the people in your environment. You are like an antenna for the energy of the room or the space that you're in, and it's meaningful. And also, there are some meaningful coincidences coming your way, synchronicities showing you where you've got to go, where you're meant to be, etc., what you're meant to be doing. What you're doing now may not be what you're doing next year. Okay, pay attention to the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus coming up April 21st to the 23rd, I think, something like that. Big opportunities in surprising places for growth and stability, but it comes as like a flash of insight, short-term radical changes that lead to long-term goals, stability, that sort of thing. You may want to sit alone to meditate on this because you're very sensitive to other influences at this time, and you want to get the most clarity. So there's sudden events that shake things up with long-term implications. You want to look at your second house placements or any Taurus placements that you have in your chart. Look at second house Taurus placements. See how this affects your chart. It's a good time to initiate long-term big changes. You could take advantage of this energy to think outside the box. I feel like Aries, the initiator, you are a sign of leadership and you're action-oriented. So this could be a strong push forward for you if you want to ride this wave. You want to ride the wave to the top, boss baby. Okay. But there's a caution here. The caution is to watch out for that Saturn in Pisces could give you some dark dreams and illusions clouding you right now because psychic intuition is heightened. But there's like a fog of war type effect, okay? And so you may want to wear like a lapis lazuli or a fluorite stone to help with clarity and focus to bring you into this new phase of life. And yes, again, quiet meditation could help with that sort of fog of war type thing, because your psychic intuition is extra heightened at this time, and there are big insights, big radical changes, flashes of psychic intuition and psychic insight coming to you right now. I would also recommend that you, because we know amethyst is a really great stone for psychic intuition, for heightening your psychic intuition. I would actually recommend that you don't wear amethyst at this time, because your psychic intuition is so heightened. You don't need to heighten it anymore. It would just, it would complicate things. It would add more confusion. So what you need is psychic clarity. Lapis lazuli, fluorite, that sort of thing. You can look into whatever your favorite clarity stone may be. Maybe even just a clear quartz, okay? So that's the messages I have. So let's get into the cards. What time do we have? 6:03. 6:03. 6 and 3 may be important. The number 9, 6 plus 3 is 9. 369, the laws of the universe, like Tesla. Okay, he understood something about the energies of like 3, 6, and 9. You may want to look into that. So, King of Wands is your overall energy. He's been coming out a lot lately in my readings. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is a brilliant new idea. This new idea opening up for you. We've also got a match here. We've got the Queen of Wands here. This is a King and Queen of Wands. It's a match. 2 fire sign energies, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Especially we've got Sagittarius here. I've also got Gemini and Virgo, as well as Libra and Aquarius. On the split, we do have the 8 of Wands. So I'm getting that this one wants to talk to you. Somebody wants to talk, to communicate, to tell you the truth, to clarify some kind of perhaps misunderstanding. Yeah, there's something here you don't know. Okay, somebody's been keeping something to themselves. They've been meditating on this. This is something that it's important to meditate quietly. We have the 4 of Swords here. So when you get this information, you don't want to react or respond right away. Your first reaction may be the best reaction, but I still feel like you want to meditate on this quietly and sort it out within yourself if there's any confusion whatsoever. But I do feel like this will be clearing up some kind of misinformation, clearing up some kind of illusions, or something that's been hidden is coming to light. They want to talk to you. They want to be open and honest about this, whatever this is that's on their mind. I think they have a new idea. This could be that serious person that's coming towards you with their new idea. Okay, now this is just a general reading for Aries. Even if you have, even if you don't have Venus or North Node in Aries, this could apply to you. But if you'd like more personal details, you can email me for a personal reading, okay? It just looks like what we've got here is somebody, the underlying energy here, this could apply to you or the person that you're dealing with, is somebody who feels like they have to hold down the fort by themselves. Again, making choices for yourself, by yourself. There's a very independent energy here. Going it alone, okay? But this is not easy. There is a 3 of Swords that's coming out. Even though there's prosperity and long-term solutions, long-term abundance, there is a sort of disquiet, I heard. There's like there's a pain, there's a suffering, there's a heartbreak. Something perhaps didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. There's been some kind of, I almost want to say sabotage or backstabbing. But it, it looks like, okay, so you may be stable. Maybe you've got your own money, your own income, but you're not happy. Something's missing. Your mind is trying to convince you that you've got everything that you need, while your heart is trying to say, no, I don't. Something is missing. I feel sad. I feel like maybe somebody feels like they're not attractive, or, yeah, okay. So there's been some kind of issue here between you and this King of Wands, and they are working it out to manifest something together with you. There is this conversation incoming here that's going to sort of straighten it out, all right? It's going to straighten things out. They're going to get clear with you about something that they've been keeping to themselves. Yeah, okay. Yeah, overcoming this challenge. In this, there's a decision here that needs to be made. There's been some mixed signals, mixed messages, but they want to talk about the future, because they've had a realization of what they want to do next. Yeah, this may be unexpected for you. There may be, okay, yeah. They want to leave a certain situation. They love you. There's a new love here. They're trying to figure out how they're going to make this transition phase. Okay. I don't know whose side of this we're talking about, but there may have been a complicated love triangle type situation where, you know, maybe they're involved somewhere else. Doesn't have to necessarily be another person or another relationship, but it is coming through that way. It could be anything. Third party can be a job, or even, you know, there's another influence here. There's stress and tension in a three-sided relationship. It's you, it's the person, and then there's the third thing that's coming between you. The third thing that's coming between you. They are trying to get out of a situation. There's a job, there's an obligation, there's an attachment, there's something going on. Yeah. The Temperance and the Devil, okay? They're trying to take care of this difficult influence. They're trying, so it's like going from 14 to 15, going from Temperance to the Devil. It's like they're trying to make the most of a bad situation. They are trying to sort things out to get themselves in the right place out of this negative attachment, okay? Whatever it is that's coming between the two of you. They want to talk about it, how they feel. They're sorry about all of this. It's yeah, there's a Virgo influence here. Somebody wants to, like, they want to be alone, or they want to be single, or they've been alone, they've been single. Okay, let's bring this down to earth, because I feel like there's some contradictions here. This King of Wands, he's going to take action. That's what he does. He's action-oriented. All right, he's going to talk about it. He wants to have this open, honest, direct communication. He's completely confident in the decision that he's made. He sees a new path forward. He's got clarity and focus on the new path forward. All right. Somebody here is like an expert at what they do. And they are like a specialist at... So, okay, somebody is persevering through a difficult situation as well. Help me, Spirit. What am I seeing here? Somebody is really good at holding down the fort. Somebody has been doing some kind of almost like spell work or magic on themselves to manifest like the strength to pull through, the endurance to get through a situation. But it's exhausting. And it could just be as simple as prayer, manifesting the strength to pull through a situation, to hold down the fort, to handle this generational wealth, to handle this stability here, taking care of the family, taking care of the animals, taking care of, yes, yourself, but also whatever it is that is like the 10 of Pentacles here for you. Like this person, I feel like, is independently wealthy, but also very guarded and kind of, there's an exhaustion here, emotionally upset or unhappy, unwell. It's like having everything you need, but you don't have what you really want. It's like you're very stable, but you're not happy where you're at. I need more clarification. So we're going to get actually another deck here. What deck? I'm going to use this one, my new Wild Unknown deck. I want to clarify what's going on with the underlying energy here. Maybe we get like 2 cards to clarify what's going on with Aries. We've got the Page of Swords or the Daughter of Swords. So somebody is very intelligent, very well educated, very like perceptive, okay? Very intelligent, like I said. Seeing things very clearly. seeing through something here. Okay, this whole stack wanted to come out, and I saw the Five of Swords. Seeing clearly the self-destructive behavior, seeing clearly this. We saw the Five of Swords up here too. There was a conflict here, and it's a lose-lose situation, and there's nothing to gain from being involved in some kind of weird conflict. And I think that somebody knows this. They're very intelligent, and they don't want to participate. They want to hear this message, but they don't want the bullshit, basically. Can we get another underlying energy here for Aries, please? To clarify the underlying energy. We've got the Four of Wands. This is a celebration. Okay, so this is a good thing. This is a time to celebrate a new beginning or a new chapter, successful initiation of a plan, successful pulling something off. It's like you're managing to make something happen. You are manifesting something. You have to hang on and hang in there and persevere and stay out of trouble and like protect your energy and guard yourself and all of that. Can we just get one more? The Two of Swords, because there's this dilemma. Yeah, there's some kind of dilemma here. So there's a lot of success. It's almost like more money, more problems. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So we've got a flash of insight. We've got this clarity here. And then we get the Nine of Wands again. Seeing very clearly the need to persevere through some kind of difficulty in order to get to your goal. Let's read from the guidebook here because there's some interesting insights from this book. It's almost like an oracle deck as a tarot deck, you know? People truly value her frankness. That's the first thing I see. There's so much criticism here. There's a potential. So it seems like she never stops watching. This can become a burden for her. So the honesty and the insight take you far in life. Being honest and being truthful about what you see, what you're observing here. Noticing every small detail that could have been done better. Holding on to these experiences and possibly becoming a little spiteful and judgmental because of this. Learning from observation. Okay. And then let's see the Two of Swords. Yeah, so honesty and insightfulness. So that talks about the Queen of Wands as well. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit the table. So there's an honesty here. There's a truth revealed. Truth is coming out. A truthful, honest conversation. Even though it's difficult. And it's like, this is a stressful energy. But it's a good thing that this is happening. It's necessary to have this conversation, to talk about this. Ace of Swords coming out twice. Nine of Wands coming out twice. There are two opposing forces that have reached a stalemate. You cannot progress forward with either a relationship or a life decision. There's an answer that's being blocked, maybe by choice. Somebody does not want to face the truth, but here the truth is coming anyway. And I get that with the Nine of Wands too. So it's a difficult truth to face. It's hard to face it, the truth of the situation. But somebody here wants to talk about the truth. Somebody's going to initiate the conversation about making this happen. Talking about the truth here. Truth and mental clarity. Your mind will become clear. Your thoughts more precise. It's time to make those decisions you've been putting off. Somebody's been making excuses maybe. Somebody's had reasons why they don't want to make a choice. It's difficult with the Three of Swords there as well. Stress and tension, clouded vision. Somebody's getting the truth. Okay, clear perception of the truth. That's something here to celebrate. Let's see. Let's look at the Four of Wands. Completion, celebration. Yeah, it's like something has to come to the end. It's the end of a stalemate, all right? Getting clear, getting the truth, and making a decision. You've been putting it off. You've done it. This is a good thing. Steady and strong. The harvest will be plentiful. Yeah, with that not Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is ultimately a very good conclusion to whatever this conflict or whatever this situation was that you've had to endure. It's like a moment of truth. Truth and reconciliation. Yeah, there's the High Priestess. You already know the truth. You've already intuited this. Somebody's moon sign could be in Sagittarius. There's a flash of insight. There's a psychic connection here as well. Temperance, Sagittarius. So it's like you kind of already know the truth, but there's a need for like a revelation or to talk about it. You know, there's a need to talk about it. So, but put the Ace of Swords twice. Let's look at the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. It's an exciting, prosperous time. So once you get through this difficult conversation, it really opens you up to a very exciting, prosperous time. It makes it possible. Yeah, there's the Tower again. So something about this is a conflict. It's a breakthrough, though. You're going to end up seeing this as a breakthrough moment, but it's going to be difficult in the short run, okay? We saw that Tower earlier, too. It may come out of nowhere. It may be kind of shocking or a surprise, but it's necessary. And it really helps to like liberate you. And in the short term, like I said, very uncomfortable, difficult conversation, difficult decision to make. But in the long term, you can look back on it, you know, in a couple of years, and you're going to say, I'm so glad that we got that over with. You know, you'll know in the future that this was a breakthrough moment for you that had to happen. So let's see. I'm going to read the Nine of Wands and then we can put the book down. So let's see. It's strength and stamina and confidence. And this is what you need right now. You're manifesting strength and stamina and confidence. That's the useful skill that you're putting to work with the Magician. It's like your endurance is so important. Your confidence is so important. Your perseverance, your own personal strength, your own stamina. So your journey is near completion. The Nine of Wands here twice. You're almost done with this situation. It's almost over. Whatever this chapter is with this relationship, I do see that they're looking away from each other, you know. There's tension and stress here, but it's almost over. You're getting to the point where you have to, like, acknowledge the truth that you probably already know. You have to have a conversation. It's like you don't want to, but you kind of have to. And now is a chance to make an important decision. It's like you're coming to the completion of this and you have to make a choice, right? And I just heard, like, even if you don't make a choice, the universe is going to make a choice for you. It's an inflection point. Indecision is a decision, okay? You're in the final stretch and you're starting to get tired. Doubts and fears may be running through your mind. It's very stressful. You got to rally your confidence and realize how far you've come. Lift your eyes and take a few more steps. Soon, all of your hard work will begin to pay off. So there is a major payoff here with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you're almost there. And here's the victory, the success, the completion. Something comes to an end so that something new can begin. So it's like you're manifesting the strength to continue. You're pulling down this strength, right? Bringing it down to earth. Because there is a decision that needs to be made that's been put off for a while. Okay, so anything else? Let's see. I want to get an Enigma card for you. What have we got on the clock? 2325. 2325. 5 plus 7 is 12. Hanged Man. End of a stuck or stagnant situation. A need to surrender, to let go. So we've got time. Oh, wow. It's time. Number 17, it's time. And duality. Okay, so there's a need to harmonize opposing forces. Number 17 and number 19, time and duality and the full moon. Okay, so by the time the moon is full, I think we're at like a half moon right now. So in the next couple of weeks, we got a full moon coming up. You might want to look at that. So this is your timeline. By the time the full moon comes, it's time to, this is like manifestation and the amplification of your power. It's going to amplify the situation. This is all going to come out by the full moon, whenever that is. I think we're at a half moon right now. We might even be at a waxing gibbous. It's definitely waxing. So we're building up to this release of energy, and it's powerful. So there's a need to harmonize these opposing forces, to find common ground here. It's time to harmonize. It's time to bring things into alignment, to bring the two of you onto the same page. I've got the Ace of Swords here twice. It's time for the truth to be revealed, to have this conversation. And it's difficult, and I think we've been putting it, or you've been putting it off for a while, but it's time. And let's read, let's see, number 17. It says, time, inevitability, processes, doing the work, maintenance is needed. It's inevitable. You're going to have this conversation. Connection of opposites, oscillation, black and white thinking, and a need to harmonize. Yeah, it's like, it's black and white. I mean, sometimes we say the situation is not black and white. Maybe there's a spectrum of gray in between. Sometimes I feel that way. In this case, I feel like the situation is really very black and white. There's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. It's yes or no, black and white. You know what I mean? But maybe there's a need to bring this into balance and harmony. So there's been some kind of like you're not on the same page. And it's time to bring the two of you onto the same page, to get clear about what's going on, to talk about the truth of the situation, whatever it may be. It's inevitable. There's a connection here of opposites, the connection between the King and Queen of Wands, the masculine and the feminine, whatever. And you're almost to completion of this. Yeah, it's like the full moon. You're building up to that full moon. We're almost there, like next week or a couple weeks. I don't know. You could look it up, see where the full moon, what's the next full moon going to be? It might be Scorpio. So this is a very transformational moment. It's deep. It goes really deep. Okay. Is that it? No. Oh, sorry. I'm going to get, oh my God, a couple of tea leaf. I feel that way. We'll get maybe 1 or 2 tea leaf, see what's going on to confirm and clarify. And then, oh my God, that is way too many. And they all fell on the floor. It's just, I feel like the symbolism here is like it's all going to come spilling out. It's all coming out. You may have Capricorn in your chart, or somebody may have Capricorn. This is it's reminding me of the Capricorn reading a little bit, where it's like, this has been building for a long time, and it's finally coming to a head. Like there's been a crack here, a crack in the ice that's growing, or a crack in the glass that's growing, and it's finally just it's about time, you know? It's all gonna come out. Can we just get like, okay, I'm being told to split the deck and put half of it down. All right, so we'll do that. And then we'll just see what comes out of this side of the deck. Okay, these ones. We've got a goal-oriented person. That's like that King of Swords, very serious, very determined, very goal-oriented. Somebody's taking action. We've got, you will receive a gift, and it's an announcement. So target box bell. Goal-oriented person, you will receive a gift. There is an announcement. Yes, Ace of Swords, 8 of Wands. Somebody's going to give you a really very special gift. Maybe for your birthday, Aries season. We're almost finished with Aries season, but you may have strong Taurus placements in your chart as well. Can we just get one more? I feel like we need one more. That's 2, but we'll take it. There's been some disappointment in a friend or lover, but you're entering into a period of prosperity and abundance. That's the 10 of Pentacles. And yeah, I do think there's been some kind of conflict or disappointment. Something's happened between the two of you. There was like a 5 of Swords kind of, 5 of Wands kind of moment where there was a feeling of powerlessness. There was a feeling of conflict. There's a Tower moment. Like there's disappointment here, but it's going to be okay, I think. This announcement is going to clarify things. You're going to clear the air. And I think this is ushering in, whatever happens, you are entering a period of prosperity and abundance. And then we've got persevere and you will overcome problems. So yeah, there's that perseverance message again. So it's all about hanging in there, you know, keep up the good work kind of stuff. I'm seeing, you remember that like cat poster with a kitten hanging from the tree, like by its little claws or whatever, and it says hang in there? That like used to be on like the wall at school or whatever. Hang in there. Office, look it up, it's like office, what is it called? There's a word for it. Office enthusiasm? No. Encouragement? Whatever. Look it up. There's like you can look up kitten poster, hang in there. I'm seeing that image if you want to look at it. It's cute. It's cute. I don't know. Okay, so this is the Wild Unknown Archetypes book. I have not learned it by heart yet, but I love it so much. for like a closing message to confirm and clarify, to highlight anything we may have touched upon, or to bring in anything else that you need to know. Aries, to close out this reading, if that's something you're interested in, I will read from the book again and get some more insight for you, because this is what I've got for you today. There's a need to be observant and to be critical. Use your discernment. Your intuition is already on point. So it's about getting very, very clear and clearing the air here and making a difficult decision. You're almost there. It's almost over. You're almost through this difficult, stressful period. It's inevitable that this will come into harmony. It's inevitable that you will harmonize together with this person, or at least get on the same page. Even if you're not together anymore, you will clear something up, okay? So let's get one closing message for Aries. Thank you. It says, wow, the seed. The seed. This is giving Ace of Pentacles. All right, beautiful. Let's read from the book. Number, I think it's 66. And we got 3110, 3110 on the clock. So, 66. If I can find it. 65. 66. This is the beginning, the origin, and the pearl. So this is like highlighting, this is the beginning of something big. With the Ace of Swords, aces are always the beginning of a new plan, new idea, a new phase. This is just the beginning. I just heard it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Okay. It was the end of times, it was the beginning of times. This is just the beginning. Okay, so anyway, beginnings come in many forms. They are not always a beautiful seed placed intentionally in nourishing soil. Origin stories, like any birth story, are complex, surprising, multi-layered, and usually reveal a central image or detail that represents the fully formed being. Yeah, so it's like, it's not an easy beginning, like birth. This is the beginning of somebody's life, but it's complicated. It's difficult. It can be complicated, and it can be difficult, and it's not always beautiful. Sometimes it's painful. It's painful, right? Like it's dramatic even. All right. So simply stated, the end is present in the beginning, or the entire oak tree resides within the acorn. I have an acorn right here. The whole tree is in this. This is the Ace of Pentacles energy. This is the seed of a prosperous new beginning. Can you believe it? A whole tree comes from this. Whether you follow this imaginal, oh, sorry, I can read, I promise. Whether you follow this imaginal theory or not, know that when this card appears, there is a potent generative energy all around. It stirs your very insides and usually results in an antsy, impatient feeling. Pay particular attention to what agitates you. This is a sure sign of the growth to come. We were talking about that in the very beginning, to pay attention to how your body feels, what agitates you. Okay? This is a sign of your growth. You are bumping up against a growth edge. It is from the grit that the pearl eventually comes to be. Okay, cool. So when it's light, this archetype represents generative, fertile, germinating, and building. When it's dark, it's festering, stewing, and dormant. If you'd like to go deeper, you can look into James Hillman's acorn theory in The Soul's Code. That seems interesting. One of the alchemist's favorite images was the pearl. The irritant over time becomes the treasure. Interesting. So it's like what's irritating you over time becomes a sort of treasure. Interesting. What is your grit? What's bothering you? This is like showing you where you're going to grow and how things are going to turn out, I guess. The true seed is elusive. If we follow any story back to its origin, it spirals further and further back in time. In this way, we are always the seed and always the fruit it bears. You can meditate on that. That's really cool. This is just the beginning. This is the seeds of a new chapter. It's necessary to have this conversation, to face this truth, and to make this decision, to bring something to completion and to plant the seeds. It's time to plant the seed for long-term abundance. It's a hard choice to make for whatever reason. So, you know, it's important to use your discernment, but I think you're going to pull it off. I think you're going to be successful. It's going to be really good. It's just, like I said, a short term. There's judgment. Yeah. The sun. Wow. Judgment and the sun. So it's like, it's a calling. It's a big choice to make, but it's a good thing. It's a really good outcome to a very important decision. But I think what you need to do right now is just focus on getting that clarity, having that conversation one step at a time, making the decision with faith and confidence, knowing that it's, you know, it's going to be really good for you once you get through the difficult part. This is agitating for some reason. But it's okay. It's a good thing. Like, lean into it. Right? Yeah, be honest about how you feel. Really look at it with clear eyes. And be like, lean into it. If you feel agitated, like, don't try to shut it off or, you know, calm yourself or pretend that you don't feel that way. It's like, be completely 100% authentic in that agitation, in that stress. Like, I keep feeling like, lean into it. Embrace it. I feel like sometimes when we feel agitated or we feel upset, we're maybe conditioned, or we prefer to sort of deny that feeling or try to change it into something positive, right? And say, like, okay, I'm just going to breathe and relax and let it go. And maybe that's a good thing sometimes. Maybe there are times when we should let it go. We shouldn't indulge or, lean into or express our agitation all the time. Maybe sometimes it would be inappropriate to really dig into what's agitating, right? Because sometimes it's not worth it, or it's petty, or it's stupid, it doesn't matter. Things that don't matter, you want to pick your battles. I think this is a battle you should pick. I think you don't always want to pick every single battle. You don't want to engage in every single battle. And maybe there are certain in battles in this relationship you don't want to engage in, but there's one that you do. There's one that is important enough that you really do. There's a moment of truth here. Maybe you're confronting this. They want to talk to you. They're going to come to you. And this is going to help you to make a choice. But like we said in the beginning, it's a choice you have to make for yourself. So pay attention to how it makes you feel and really sit with your feelings. Don't deny your feelings. Don't try to change how you feel either. If it's agitating, if you're upset, be agitated, be upset. I don't know. I feel like we need to strike that balance here, right? Between, just because you're agitated and upset doesn't mean you have to blow up and freak out and engage in some kind of lose-lose conflict. But it also doesn't mean that you should shut your feelings down and not, I feel like I'm struggling to articulate what I mean here, but I think you probably get it. It's like embracing how you feel. Saying, yes, I am agitated, and for good reason. But then again, how do you behave, right? That doesn't mean you have to behave a certain way. Maybe you behave like you're calm. You behave in a mature manner and deal with it without shutting it down. Okay. Because maybe this is a source of strength for you. It's a good thing. It's like, if you're going to be honest, you have to be really honest in this. 2 Ace of Swords, double Ace of Swords, plus double 9 of Wands. So you're coming into this, there's going to be a moment of conversation. All right, you're gonna get it. You get it. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. I'm repeating myself a little bit, so that's my sign to just kind of end it there. This is a brilliant new beginning. It's genius. It's a flash of insight, and somebody's going to share with you, and it's going to help you make a decision and move forward with something new. Okay, cool. That's what I've got for you today, Aries. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.